Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here on February 12, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and I changed my screen a little bit, so I think it will be closer today when I'm down stamping, and I have to sit a little bit closer so that I'm in the screen. Hi Nancy, I'm glad that you're here. It's a nice sunny day out again today, and I honestly don't know how cold it is. Last I knew it was kind of chilly. Hi, I'm glad you're here. So did your temperatures get any better in Wisconsin? I haven't been paying attention. I'm not the weather girl of the family. Hi Diane, you're not here very often. I'm glad you're here. You must have the day off or didn't find any plans this morning or something. I'm glad that you could join us. So I didn't start out correctly. You can find me on my website, dazzledbystamping.com, anytime. You can find me every Wednesday morning here on my business page, facebook.com/dazzledbystamping. And if you want to make sure that you, hi Alexa, I'm glad you're here, just part of the day. Okay, cool. It's still winter, true. If you want to be able to find me anytime that I go live, then you need to make sure that you go to my business page and like the page, not just whatever post that you have. Sorry, I'm wiggling. So sorry. Hi Marcia. You have to go and you have to like my page, and then you have to follow it, and you can even change the settings so that you make sure that you get a notification anytime that I go live. So that will help you find me every time. Hi Dina. And Linda's here. Good morning everybody. So I have a couple projects to show you. Oh, speaking of that, Alexa, is Elena home today too, or was she able to go to school? I know Alyssa's probably there with you. So I thought of that because I'm doing somewhat of the projects that we did last night. I had a Mommy and Me class last night, and Elena missed out, and I was bummed. But she's, that's a bummer. Did she make her projects already? So she missed out on class because she missed school yesterday, and now she's home again today. But sorry, I just had a phone call. And Marilyn's here. I just put it to voicemail. Sorry, that probably messed everything up. Anyway, I had, not yet, later. Okay, cool. So I had Maddox and Maylee and Camden. Camden stamped with me for the first time. I don't know if I couldn't tell if Manya said that Camden hadn't ever stamped before, or I know he just hadn't come with me before, but he was hilarious and he was having fun. He's 7, I think he said. Anyway, we had a good time. Okay, so I need water already. So sorry. So I'm going to make a really cute project with some of my favorite things. One of them is the Ladybugs. I think he never stamped. He did great. He looked like he was going to do badly because he was so all in and just wham, there it went. But he did awesome. It was cute. So I'm using the Ladybugs again. I love them. And I'm also using, it's a stamp set called, I had to look it up, Sweetly Swirled. So just parts of this. Now I have a voicemail coming up in the way. Sweetly Swirled is something that I'm using. And you know Little Ladybug. Sorry, I'm trying to work with the glare here. Or work against it. Hi Nadine, I'm glad you're here even though that means you couldn't go to work. Or you came home, I don't remember which. And then also I'm going to be using Bonanza Buddies. And I'm going to be using, have you guys seen the Please Does Punch designer paper. It is one of the coordination items. Well, it coordinates with 4 different punches. The Hearts from Heartfelt bundle. I'll show you. I'll just show you the papers. Okay, so here's the hearts. Here's the back. It's like petal pink on the back. The gingham sort of thing. And then Thoughtful Blooms, I think is the name of this. I always forget. This is the stamp set and the punch that's available as celebration items. So here's this. And then I love this side. Love. Okay, and then there's no idea the name of this stamp set. The umbrellas and this punch, this builder punch. Cute little raindrops. And then the tulips. Timeless Tulips, I think, is the name. There's kind of that. Okay, so anyway, I'm planning to use that designer paper, so I wanted to show it to you so you could see it in person. In person. So I'm planning to use that. And before I forget, I'm also using the Stamparatus. Just doing a really quick, I'm not going to do the whole ins and outs of the Stamparatus, but I'm going to show you how I set it up or whatever. But also I want to do an announcement. I did it at the Girls and I Like the Paper. It's cute. I wanted to do an announcement that everybody during celebration, so it started January 3, I think. Everybody during celebration who orders at least $150 from me, so it doesn't have to be all in one order. It can be over 3 orders or 2 orders or whatever. Everybody who orders from me, $150 is going to be entered into a drawing after celebration for a Little Ladybug stamp set. So I have one to give away. So anyway, so even if you aren't a hostess, you might have a chance at it if you spend $150. And if you don't want to take your chances, then book a workshop with me. I have plenty of March available. And so anyway, that's just an option that you have. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, one more thing. Today probably should be the last day, but you can check at any point because I do know that I planned at least for 1 extra. I have late registration available for a crafting retreat. So if you are interested, if you change your mind, like, I do want to go, even though I said I wasn't going to, the cost is $70 now, but I will let you sign up. You just got to let me know as soon as possible. And you got to pay, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to put you down in stamp. And Dina, hopefully we are good. I don't know if you heard me when I was first on. I changed and I think Marilyn said something too. You girls are all about giving me feedback. I appreciate that. I think I changed my my camera, the arm that holds it, so that you'll be up closer when I'm stamping today. So we'll see. Hopefully it works. I think I'm on fire for entry. Does that mean for that you're going to be a hostess, so you're good, or you already spent enough? So that I know it's true. Okay, hi Cindy, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I'm going to put you down, do stamping. If you have questions or comments or love for me or, anything like that, make sure that you tell me. I can't see it while I'm stamping, but I'll get back to you. So I'm going to put you down. I have to do my thing. Okay, so first I'm unbackwardsing you, and now I'm upside down. Okay, so hopefully this is closer. I feel like it is. My chair has to be down so that I get in camera when it's actually up. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to start with my card base is what I'm going to do. And I have this I need the cushion for my stamps, but I also need scrap. So we put this here. Okay, so this is Coastal Cabana, and this ink actually is Pool Party. I didn't like it with Coastal Cabana. It was just too dark. So I'm using, you probably can't even see this stamp set. It's a swirly one, from Sweetly Swirled. I'm just using it for a background stamp. So I'm gonna ink this up. And I'm just doing the background just on the edge. And of course my stamp sticks every time I do it, so it's hard to do it with just one hand. I'm not complaining, just telling you why I'm doing it. Normally I do it kind of fast when I'm inking it up, but I can't do it fast because I'll just bounce the ink pad. Okay. So can you see it? So just have swirlies on the side. That's what I want. And that's all that I need my pool party for. Okay, now I'm doing something different with the designer paper. Then I'm not punching it. Honestly, I don't have these heart punches. I considered borrowing them from somebody and then forgot to do it and didn't want to try to do it last minute, and so I found a design that I liked like this. I like that this has I like that it has tiny little hearts on the side too. Okay, so again, oh, I forgot I need my scrap for this again. So I'm going to ink this up. Okay, stamp swell. Alright, so I'm going to stamp, oh hey, on here. Now I could have used Hey Lady because I'm using the Ladybug, but I like this big sprawly oh hey, so that's what I'm doing. And then what I'm using is this peak. I love this peeking Ladybug. It's just kind of shy and cute. Make sure it looks well done. Okay, so here's my piece so far. And since I have the ink pad, I'm gonna stamp the inside too while I'm at it. Okay, so you know I love this line of Ladybugs. So I'm gonna stamp these inside. And I'm using the thank you from Sweetly Swirled. And I'm not testing this, so hopefully it's inked well. So I'm just putting thank you. But of course, a saying that goes well with this is, you're cute as a bug. I love it. Okay. So I like my Ladybug to stand out. And I decided, I think I saw somebody else do a different color. And so I decided it was okay with me also that my Ladybug not just be red. So it makes it much easier when you're trying to use designer paper when you don't have to use all of the red. Actually, I think I pretty much have been using all of the red, but still I've been using others, so that's a cool thing. Okay, I can't even talk with simple coloring like that. Okay, so I colored the shell, and I'm coloring the whole face with the petal pink this time. And the feet. Sorry, got quiet. Can't do it. All right, so here's my piece. Isn't it cute? I just love it. All right, so we're going to attach this to black. I always love a black layer. It helps everything stand out. And I need dimensionals. I was testing the kids last night in my Mommy and Me class because I didn't want them to go hog wild, and I wanted them to listen, and I wanted them to just, you know, pay attention to what they're doing and not just be all crazy and whatever it says. Making sure they knew to count how many dimensionals they were going to use and how many, we're going to be using metallic pearls in a minute, how many pearls, like can you count to 3 and how many do you do? And they were all awesome. Okay, so here's my card. Oh, I have something in the way again. Okay, couldn't see if I had it right here. Okay, we're gonna use, oh, I forgot to do one of the counting spots. All right, just a sec, I'll get these pearls on. Okay, these pearls slide really easily, and this is the best way to deal with them. So I'm sliding it on, putting one there. I always start with the middle because I can eyeball centered fairly well. So I'm starting with the middle and then moving the other two so that they're good. Okay, so I forgot I need to color my inside quick. So even though I used Pool Party as my ink for my background, I still used Coastal Cabana for this, these little ladybugs. Because I did want them to stand out, but I wanted my background to be a little bit more subtle. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that, subtle. All right, so there's my first card. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, no, I'll show you when I have it back up. Okay, so I have another card that I did with my team that I used a different paper also. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to do a treat container, but it's going to be different than what we did last night. And I'm going to do a tag, and I have my tag set up to work on already. Got to get my stamps out of the way though. Okay, so I also have something, I hadn't used it before, and the verdict is out whether or not I like this. I don't know, I like the look of it, but I don't know that I like the feel of it. So I didn't realize until somebody else ordered, we have a, what's it called, a deluxe mat for the Stamparatus. Deluxe, I don't know. It's the cushion, it's the black cushion, but it has a grid on it so that you can, obviously you don't want to stamp on this and then have to clean it necessarily. But you have the grid line so that I could line it up like I always line up with the logos right here. The Stampin' Up! Logo is right there. So, water break. Oh, I stole a pearl. Is it from my card? Nope. From my sheet. See, they come off. They slide off really easy. Okay, so anyway, so I have the grid here, and so I have the cushion and the grid already here. The one thing that I did notice about this already, that's why the verdict's out whether or not, or the jury's out. That's what the saying is. It's slippery. Can you hear that? It's coated. And so if you don't have a good hold, like sometimes I have to use my magnet and do just the edge because of where I need to stamp. But if you don't have a good hold on it, it might pull up more easily. So you definitely have to keep that in mind. Okay, so the only stamp that I have set up right now, this is going to be the Bonanza Buddies is what the stamp set's called. The suite is called Birthday Bonanza. But the only one that I have set up is the lion. Oh, I need to show you first. Let's see, I don't remember who all I've set it to, so I'm going to show you. So when I first saw this stamp set, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought this was a monkey. I'm like, what in the world? And then I saw somebody's card. So this is the lion, and it's in 3 pieces because then you have the mane, and look, this is actually the tail. Again, when I first saw it, I'm like, what is that tiny little piece there? But it's the tail, and it's all as one stamp, okay? So you can do this in one color, the lion's mane and the tail in one color, and then here's the face. So that's what I'm doing with the Stamparatus. This is a perfect stamp set to use with the Stamparatus. Let me pull it back again one more time. So this one has 3 pieces for our steps of stamping. The koala bear just has 2. Here's the body and the face. And then the toucan just has, well, I guess you could do 2, because there's the color to the bill or the beak. I don't know what you call it. But I like doing these multicolor, so I don't use this stamp. But anyway, okay, so I stamped my lion in crushed curry. Ta-da! Okay, now I don't have my chamois with me, so I'm just kind of wiping off the extra there. Okay, now I need 2 other things. The first one is I need to place my mane and my tail on here. So I didn't do this. So you do this while it's not inked. Okay, so I already flipped my plate over, and I'm gonna pick up my mane, and I'm gonna put the face on. Can't get it so that it won't stick to my fingernail. There we go. That'll work. Okay, and I'm using my second plate this time. I usually don't do that, especially in a class that takes up the whole table when we do it that way. Okay, but I positioned it where I need it, and now I can ink it up. So I chose terracotta tile for the mane. Is that right? Terracotta tile? Yeah. So it's a little bit orangey, a little bit red. So I'm gonna stamp. It's gonna be so cute. Stamp this, and then I need my black that's under here for my face. And I'm using Memento because I'm using photopolymer. I love it. I didn't necessarily mean it to be this way, but I'll show you up close. He's kind of looking away with how I positioned my face. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put scrap back in here so that I'm not inking up my plate thing here. Okay, remember, quick reminder, you don't ever close both your tabs together. You could end up breaking, not tabs, it's a plate, I guess we'll say. So whenever I want to stack mine like this, I take out the second one and just lay it on top. So don't ever try closing both of them together. Probably should close my ink pads here too. Okay, so here's my cute little tag, and I made this tag skinny. I made it to be 1.5 inches. So I'm gonna tuck it in here. And have I told you, reminded you, this, I don't remember the name of the tag topper. Anyway, this is a triple tag topper punch. So you can have the full tag, or like this one has just the partial tag here. And then if you do 1 inch, you end up stopping it right there. So here's my cute little tag. And I have this saying, I guess saying is kind of a strong word, but I have 2 on the bottom here. So you can put somebody's name on it. So this is from this stamp set also. And now I'm going to get my box ready. So we have these clear 2 by 2 by 2 treat boxes. And I already folded it on the score line so that it will go together easily. So the bottom, you're probably not going to be able to see this because it's clear. But the bottom, what you do is you tuck in, I'll put it on my hand. It's still there. Now you can see it in the glare. Okay, so there's kind of a chair looking bottom, or an H, upside down H, or half of an H. So you tuck that in first, and then the two sides will tuck right into that, and then the fourth opposite the H will tuck in like a little tongue there. So we have the box made, and I'm going to put some treats in here. So I have never seen until this year, and I bought them for Hostess Appreciation. These are, let's see if I can get it in camera. These are conversation kisses. I love the different colors, and I love that there's conversation. I had never seen them before. Okay, so we have our box here, and now, so I have this belly band here that I'm using. This is the designer paper from the Sweet, and I chose this color just because it goes better with these chocolates. So when I did my scoring, I did it just like a 1/16 of an inch farther than at every 2 inches. So when I lined, I can't even explain that. Anyway, I needed a little bit extra because it's going around the box. So you just need a little bit extra give. Okay, I already have tear and tape on this extra little tab here. Okay, it's like an inch. Excuse me, not quite, excuse me. All right, so do I want this? Doesn't really matter. So this belly bands are usually made so that they can be slid on and off. So I'm just closing it up so I can slide this off, and then I can open up my container, and we're gonna tuck this tag right on here. And we'll do left over right and right over left. Or I probably did right over left first. Doesn't matter which way you do it, just so you change it each time. And I slid off my paper. I want it to be on my paper, just a sec. This ribbon is awesome for that because it's got it's organdy ribbon, I think. I always get confused because we used to have organza and I can never remember which one's which. So anyway, it's organdy so you can see through it, so you still can see the design. We got some sparkle, and I need my scissors to trim it. And we're all good. So here's, oops, how do I show this best on camera? I think I better just pull you guys up. All right, because it's not working right. So I need to upside down you, backwards you, and pull you up. And hello, here I am. Yes, you win the chocolate too. Except I don't know how I'm going to get it to you, Robin. I'm glad you're here. How soon are you coming to Michigan again? You said Easter. Stamparatus is the bomb. Totally amazing what you can do with it. And are you feeling much better, Robin? I know you weren't feeling great for a while. Okay, so here is my treat container. Still don't know how to show it to you best. Yellow doesn't show up on camera unless you're straight on. Man, I have to remember these things when I'm planning my projects. All right, so there's that. Here is the first one that I made. Yeah, oh, good. I'm so glad you're so much better. Okay, so here's my first card that I made. And then one more card to show you is this is one of the other designs. Well, first of all, it's the stamp set, and this is another one of the designer papers from Please Just Punch. So there's one side, and we punched out the flowers that were on the other side, and then flipped them around and put them on this side. It's a little bit difficult. You end up with little holes here and there. Like this one is actually going off the edge, which actually I like that look, but some of them are a little bit hard to get to. So which card do you love, Alexa? This one that I'm showing right now, or the one you guys got to make last night? Thank you all for sharing. I appreciate that. So that's what I have for you today. Okay, so I told you about being in a drawing for flowers. Yeah, it's a fun one, and everybody's turns out differently because just because of where you cut it, the flowers are random. I'm glad you like both. Good thing, because you made one of them last night. Yeah, so the flowers are kind of random, and how I know you love the ladybug. So you, the only way you can get the ladybug though is if you have a $300 workshop with me, or you spend at least $150 with me during celebration, and then you will get entered into a drawing to earn, to win the stamp set that I have an extra of. Okay, so I think that's it. I told you about the winning. I think that's it. I don't have more. I do know this is a heads up. It's for in 2 weeks, but I just found out that I won't be able to do a live. Maybe I'll do it the day before, but I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'm glad that you liked it. The 26th, I have an appointment with my father-in-law, and it's right when I'm glad you like the flowers too, Cindy. It's right when I normally do my live, and it was the only appointment available, so, or the first appointment available. So, anyway, I gotta see whether maybe I'll go a day early or a day late. I am not sure, but it won't be that Wednesday. Next week I'll be fine, so I will see you in a week. Remember to share. If you share my video, make sure that you tell me that you shared it, because I can't always see. Some people's settings are different. I'm shaking like crazy, sorry. Not really, just my table. End up jiggling it. So share and then tell me that you did, and I'll enter you into a drawing for the cards and the treat box that I made. You might have to come pick up the treat box though. I could mail it, but I don't know. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. So, okay. Thank you so much. I'm glad you loved it, Diane. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you again next week. Bye.